niggas in the game. With the bros, nothing else changed. Anything from football to real life events when you tune in Friday. Cause it's not a regular conversation, we gon' switch and change up the mind state. Story time and Q&A's, hoodcast, no we don't play. Cause it's not your ordinary podcast, it's a hoodcast. Cause it's not your ordinary podcast, it's a hoodcast. Cause it's not your ordinary podcast, it's a hoodcast. Cause it's not your ordinary podcast with Shindig&Big. No, this not your ordinary podcast, it's a hoodcast. No, this not your ordinary podcast with Shindig&Big. No, this not your ordinary podcast, it's a hoodcast. No, this not your ordinary podcast with Shindig&Big.
You know, I brought me a little dookie.
That motherfucker huge.
My daughter rolled this.
I cut up my day once for the win. I just put up in that black name that you can't see in. I got plenty of rings, I keep that strap for one got in. Not even close to family, why the fuck would I want friends? Let's go. Put the ones who talking, bitch, I'm lit. Alright. $1 million worth of calls, no lease, no rent. I'm on the 20, can't nobody tell me shit. I'm fine. Cross the line, I lose my mind, I bust the line. Look, put the toe, I put it in a Rolls Royce, yeah. Just send my million through an invoice. I spent plenty blue face racks on shit I wear once, yeah. Just like that hoe, man, I can't keep nothing. Let's go. Lost my brothers, I ain't friendly, nigga. I spent $250 on my nigga. Straight up out the mail, we from the trenches, nigga. The realest ones had the hardest way of living. But who want smoke? I dropped on back, don't quit the Senate pussy. Moved on with glocks up from out here, kicking some beats.
You gotta edit this up, I ain't gonna be able to.
And we motherfucking back with another episode. It's your boy Shindig.
It's your boy Big Luck, man. What's going on? Hoodcast shit. What we on?
Man, listen, we got a special motherfucking guest with us, man, today, man. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself for shit show.
What's up? What's going on? I'm Tracy, but most and a lot know me as LadyRaw.
We're gonna be touching a lot of areas today. You know, me and bruh trying to stop calling them YNs. You know what I'm saying? Because they young men, they young adults. So, you know, we're gonna be touching the gray area of that. We're gonna be touching you know, basically a life of a female gangbanger with a good rep out this motherfucker, man. I can't say, you feel me? Know her personally, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be touching the base on her son, you know, getting killed and shit last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
December 1st, 2024.
Wow. So let's start off with where you from.
I'm originally from Salisbury, North Carolina. Born and raised on the east side. No other side.
East side, nigga.
Yeah.
But shit show, man.
Always east side.
Yeah.
If you want to find me, you go to the east side.
yeah, man.
Say either name. They gonna say, yeah, I know her.
Definitely LadyRaw.
Definitely.
Hey, listen, it's only one of them.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, for sure.
So after the gate, before we
a lot of lessons and a lot of blessings.
I want to know where LadyRaw came from. Where they come from?
When I became what I am, my first big homie, his name had Raw in it. I don't want to say his whole name.
Yeah, feel respect.
So by me coming in it, I started out as his first lady. So seeing that I ain't have a name, he was like, we're going to call you LadyRaw.
The first lady.
And it just stuck with me. There's only one. Can't be duplicate. Go anywhere from the top to the bottom, they going to know who LadyRaw is. Especially behind that wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you've done some time now.
It ain't even about the time that I've done. Because, you know, in women prison, it don't really get as active as it does in men prison.
Yeah.
You know, women prison, you see bitches goddamn making cakes that you don't even think they can make Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Bitches making goddamn babies, talking about they married and got babies, and these babies made out of crochet, stuffed with trash bags.
Mm-mm.
It's different in women prison. Now, men in prison, they really gang bang.
Oh nah, it's
like they gang bang harder back there than they do out here.
and I be trying to tell a lot of people that, man, you know, they color bang.
Like for real.
It ain't like it's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, babe, because out here you'll see a crip nigga with a blood. You know what I'm saying? You see the Migos with the goddamn with the homies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And out here you got no disrespect to the LGBT, but you got dyke big homies.
I mean, you have that in my way of life, but it's all about who respecting and who don't.
That's the thing.
I'm the type of person, if I don't respect it, I don't respect it.
I
That's
can't
just
check
like
it.
when
Yeah.
Is it law though?
It's not law, bro.
I mean, in a sense, they say
it's not law.
If we have a law that say we have a homosexuality law,
you can't be.
homosexual.
You can't be.
So it's like, why let a female?
That's one of the first 5
that
rules.
want to be a man and only sleep with women.
Yeah.
Like she's considered being homosexual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
If we got a homosexual law, why is women like that? Same thing with my way of life. It's a lot of Caucasian.
That's
you know,
we done talked about that.
And that's another thing I don't respect and I've never respected.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you got some states, some areas that actually have them. I don't gotta piece them up.
Yeah, the nigga 1090J.
It be the same whip though.
I don't gotta piece them up.
You know what I'm saying? It's the nigga 1090J. He was in prison and shit. He got hella rest.
They don't call me LadyRaw for nothing. They know
oh God,
I don't sugarcoat.
I don't fuck with everybody.
My way of life and how I was taught, and the bigger bro that brought me in here, not the one that gave me my name, but the person that he was under became my right hand. Like he took me under his wing. Like, and I walked with him for 12 years before he did something he did, you know. Mm-hmm. So each his own, you know, people choose to do what they want to do.
Yeah,
I still love him the same.
Yeah.
You know, I can't justify or speak on why he made the move he moved, but still love him to death. Can't take nothing from him. I ain't gonna let nobody talk bad about him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he taught me a lot.
As you should.
You know, and how he taught me is totally different from
what's going on today.
What's going on today in this generation and what the big homies teaching their little bros, because y'all make these kids think that they supposed to go out here and kill, harm, rob,
right
steal.
now.
Like right now, like you better do it right now. But at the same time, when that bro dead and gone, or that bro locked
ain't
up,
got nothing for their family.
They mama stuck putting money on their
yes, finding bail money and shit.
You feel what I'm saying?
You can't get in touch with none of the homies because they already know he locked up.
Nah, this their biggest line right here. You a man before anything. Didn't nobody tell you.
Gotta stand on that. But if some shit was happening with you,
to do this, but you telling these little niggas to crash.
Yeah, basically,
and leaving that pain on their mama.
Yeah.
Listen, this gonna hit a lot of people. Now, we don't want no smoke. You feel what I'm saying? But it's got to be said. Y'all got to quit leading these motherfuckers into destruction, bro.
That's a fact.
You can't. If you won't do the shit, don't send another motherfucker to do it.
That's a fact.
And I always led like that. And this is what made me make my peace with it, because y'all motherfuckers y'all like babysit. I don't like. I got kids, bro.
Right.
Then when the old, no matter if it's an older bro or a younger bro, when these bros get locked up, y'all not helping take care of their kids. Their mamas out here struggling, trying to take care of them, and probably helping the baby mamas take care of them kids. And in my case, having to bury a child. You know, and at the end of the day, when situations like that come, you have to bear the responsibility regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, you can't just run around and say, oh, well, you had my son doing this. You need to help me do this. And I need this, I need that. In your mind as a mother, in a situation like that, you just got to go. Like, you know, when my son got killed, it was a crazy situation because he had only been out of prison 60 days. Mm-hmm. And he had just did 13 months. Mm-hmm. I wasn't allowed to go see him because I had felonies. So I wasn't allowed to go see him because how big, it wasn't the fact that I had the felonies, it was the fact that they were still kind of fresh and how big of the felonies they were.
Yeah.
You know, I had a fentanyl charge.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a big, you know.
So you only
thing.
got the 60 days he was out.
I only got the 60 days
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Damn.
And he was chilling.
Before he did the 60 days, though, he had spent before he did the 13 months, he had already spent like 8 months in the county.
Yeah.
But I was able to go see him, though.
Right.
So you know that was okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's crazy how God worked and how things move because I didn't get to cook Thanksgiving for them. So I told my son, like, I'm going to come down there this weekend. And I left my car in Winston. I had moved to Winston. I left my car in Winston. And I came down here with him. We picked him up from work. And my son did. And now that I think back about how that night played out, my son got killed at 8:20 in the morning.
Damn.
And how it played out, it was crazy because my son is a sleeper. Like, he goes to sleep. But we stayed up all night till like 7:30. And we just talk, smoke, talk. We reminiscing. We talking about my mama. We talking about a lot of things. We laughing and stuff, you know. And we had all the food laid out. I was supposed to get up that morning and start cooking the food.
Yeah.
So I closed my eyes on my son at 7:30 in the morning. Sun was up. Closed my eyes. My son's friend busted in the door at like 10 minutes after 8 and said, Ma, get up. Miko just got shot. He not moving. Me, I'm thinking it's a dream. Like, what? Because, you know, in my mind, like, my son was really that nigga, though. Like, motherfuckers really feared him. Like, I ain't gonna say they feared him to where they were scared of him, but it was to a point to where they knew,
he was a real
if you
nigga.
bump down on him, you got to know what you're doing if you do it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no slouch. You know, but I used to always tell my son, the best can't get hit. And he was so nonchalant to life because he had been through so much. So he was so nonchalant to life to where I was like, well, son, what you gonna do if you get killed or something happened to you? Like, and he was like, well, mama, you reap what you sow. He was like, I be out here doing shit. He was like, I don't never in the back of my mind think it can't happen to me. And like, that was his mindset. Like, he ain't care. Like, he ain't care.
He owned up to
it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is lifestyle. Like, when he first got out, I was fussing at him. I'm like, how you get a gun the first day you get out? Like, one ain't out 4 hours.
got it.
Need that.
He said, Mama, the beef don't stop because I went to prison for 13 months. So I had to respect it.
So was he in the he was in the whip with you?
No.
He wasn't in the whip at all?
That he started out with my way of life.
Yeah.
Then, you know, he experienced, I ain't gonna say betrayal, but disloyalty.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it was best if I let him take his own steps and to choose
You got
who line he wanted to be under.
A lot of people,
so he could see it.
A lot of people blame the parent before they even know the story. And you could be the best parent you are. We don't know what these kids are doing, man.
But you know my son.
Yeah.
Even though I was out here, I was thugging. Like, I ain't no female that's just out here pretending.
Oh, nah.
Like, I got battle wound scars and all that. Like, I've been through a lot and I done thugged it in these streets a whole lot. And even though I was thugging the way I was thugging, my son rode skateboards, played video games. He was a cartoon person.
Yeah.
Football. My son got bullied into becoming Miko. Because he wasn't Miko, he was Shamari.
Yeah.
But he got bullied into being Miko.
Yeah.
My son didn't carry guns.
Yeah.
He was the type of person that was like, he'll fight you. Fight you all day. He didn't care.
Yeah.
But he got into altercation with some boys one time. It led to gunfire. And one of his little cousins got grazed. And, you know, he came to me. Listen. And a lot of people look at me and be like, I be fucked up for some shit I be saying.
You just open.
I just looking at him like, no matter what path my son choose, I'm rocking.
You're still your son.
He can want to be a pastor at a church. I'm at the front row. He don't like going to church, but I'll be front row. If he choose to be the biggest dope boy out here, guess what? Son, what you need to tell me that? What you need me to tell that to? Like, because I'd rather me be his right hand than somebody else be his right hand.
Yeah,
Somebody
you
that
know
can
when we
stab
was
him in the
young,
back.
when we started smoking, my mama told us, if I catch you outside smoking, it's over for you.
Yeah,
But as
smoking in
long
the
as
house.
you in the house,
Right,
I got my eyes on you. I know what's going on.
right.
So you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, you know,
basically
so
like that.
he came to me after that. He was like, "Mom, what, son?" Like, he already knew the basics of life. Call me what you want. But when he started putting his foot out there in the streets and he wanted to hustle, he wanted to do this, if you're gonna do it, let me show you how to do it.
Right. That's what you
It's the
supposed to
reason
do.
why your mama been out here this long.
Got experience.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And it's the best teacher.
So let me, you know, his friends and stuff used to tell him, like, you ain't gotta tell your mama everything. You always tell my son, you better only tell me and God.
Yeah, because your friends ain't it.
Motherfucking right.
Niggas fold every day.
We ain't got no friends. We
You
got
gotta
brothers.
tell nobody
it.
but me and God, because
We got
niggas
brothers,
fold every
that's
day.
it. Yeah.
They fold every day. Some niggas can be gangster out here in the streets all they want to, and they get in there and get in there like Future and tell the truth. How that song go? You know, singing.
Yes,
Singing
sir.
like Future.
Nah, for
Really
You
real,
know,
man.
piggyback
And my
off
son
this-
experienced that.
Yeah.
You know, he had a best friend. We tell him nothing about this best friend. Nothing in the world. He was a white boy. And they got in trouble together twice. He told on my son twice.
2 times.
Dang.
God,
What
damn.
was
Both times.
What was the outcome of that though?
The white boy ended up with probation. My son ended up with 13 months.
I mean, far as okay, so the friendship was over.
Oh
needless
yeah,
to
my
say.
son know better than that.
So how was he able to tell on him twice?
He forgave him.
Because the first case they had was like really just like still going on when they caught the second one.
Ah, okay. So it was
So
pending.
like,
He didn't know.
it wasn't even really
Yeah.
put out there
So
like
he was
that.
still
Boy,
investigating.
we know
You feel
who
me?
did that.
It
We
wasn't
know
even-
somebody that did that. We know somebody that did that.
It
Still
was-
sending money and all that.
It wasn't even really
Give your
out there
badge
like that,
back.
you know.
Oh, police ass.
But then, you know, when people were saying it, you know, my son was just like, you know, he ain't see it in the paperwork, so he feel like,
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I feel that though.
you know what I'm saying? He had his own motion, like he, you know.
I feel that.
So they fucking with each other. But the second one,
Bam.
Let it
that
out.
You can't deny that.
motherfucker screamed my name.
Damn.
I stayed at the house with his mama Tracy and his girlfriend such and such.
And you know they already know who you are.
Not Tracy.
At the gate. Bruh.
No, it's crazy because when
They
I
hear
had
that name,
when I had my
up.
drug charges, my son had his first shooting charge. He was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And the department didn't like me because they felt like no matter how high they made that bond, their mama coming to get him.
Yeah.
Like when he got locked up in Winston and the DA called the Rowan County, they told him like, don't give him no bond because his mom ain't gonna do nothing to come get him. She gonna make sure she come get him.
Yeah.
He went from a $25,000 bond, we ain't got him. $37,000 bond, we ain't got him. $75,000 bond, we ain't got him. So it's like no matter how high.
They up that bitch to Jupiter.
You know what though? He still got out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I got
I remember.
that last time he sat for like a good 4 months, because you know, I kept it real on like son, like, you know, I was really homeless, but still keeping him in the street.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm taking money that I could be putting towards putting me and your sisters in the household, you know, to keep you out here because you're my son. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my baby. I don't want him in jail. You feel what I'm saying? But still,
I got a question for you though. Do you feel like he followed your path, or you feel like he wanted to do that on his own? He seen what you was doing.
I feel like, because my son was his own man regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was always gonna do what he wanted to do anyway.
Now he stood out like a motherfucker though.
I think part of it was that the boys that he was beefing with that turned him into the demon he was from the other side. That kind of was the reason for him to, even more reason to be like, I'm following my mama. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me do this.
But then that's all he knew. Those he raised around. Cause back to like these big homies, like my big homies didn't tell me to go do bullshit. Like you couldn't even do drugs. They'll pull up to your house with a home drug test.
Yeah.
Like they really went by them laws.
The
book.
book.
You know what I'm saying?
The book.
They bought my kids Christmas. You know, like they helped out with bills when I needed help. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know
shit that the church supposed to do.
the
Get me out.
The people-
That's why Drewski did what the fuck he did. I ain't mean. That's a soft spot for me. You feel me? I'm sorry.
It's a real one though.
I'm sorry.
You
That's
feel
why
me?
Drewski did
But-
what he did.
this new generation, they got points to prove. These YNs act as if they got a point to
These
prove.
young men.
It's okay.
Young men.
These young men.
It's okay to not want to go shoot up somebody's house.
It's okay.
It's okay to not want to go break in somebody's shit.
Talk to
steal their
him.
shit.
Talk to him.
It's okay to not want to be labeled as, oh my God, here he come.
Yeah.
Because it gives your parents while your parents sit, and what kills me is these parents don't be giving a fuck. Bing, bing,
It's
bing.
less trouble for them.
They not like, everybody used to be like, oh, your son do this, your son do that. But I tell my son when he's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can talk about, listen, my son can't go to jail now. So I can speak on this. You know how many stolen cars I done went and got people calling me, your son stole my car. They say your son stole these people's car. Boy, why you take that goddamn car? Take that car such and such, put the keys in, and I'm going to call these people so they come get their car. You know how many times I done did that?
That's crazy.
But they'll look at me like,
You the bad one. You just made some shit happen. Cause he was gonna trash.
I had little niggas calling me saying, Mom, or LadyRaw, your son just slimed me for my gun. Can you tell me to get my gun back? And I'm like, I mean, I can call him and try, but he 20 years old. Like, you know what the fuck I'm gonna do if he say no? You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
And then at the
get
same-
it back in blood.
And then,
Get it back in
and then
blood.
at the same time, you gotta we living at the, you know what I'm saying? The laws of the streets is well respected more than the laws of the land.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
That's a
So,
fact.
you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
At the end of the day, who am I to tell him to give you that back?
So I kept hearing you say that he was kind of forced into turning into who he
Yeah, because he was
became,
a
right?
good kid.
Bully.
So my question is, how much of that you think, how much of that do you actually believe versus they just woke it up? Like
That's a good
ass
you know what I'm
question.
saying? You don't think it was already in him and then it just kind of woke him up?
Don't get me wrong. I think it was already in him because it's in his blood. His daddy is full-blown Jamaican.
Oh yeah.
Like, his daddy is full.
Bumba clot.
When I say full-blown blooded Jamaican, like, I still don't understand what the fuck you be saying.
Really fucked up this time, Miss Anderson.
And it's crazy because I told my son how I got pregnant with him. And I used to keep it real with my son. And a lot of people be like, you shall, because they feel like I say anything.
Yeah.
I used to tell my son, like, I got pregnant with you on the run. And he'd be like, what you mean on the run? I was like, shit, I was running from the law. Your daddy agreed to take me a couple states up, and
that way.
I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
I had to pay with coochie. So, hey,
That part.
I had to use what I got to give.
And he owned everywhere.
Shot the club up.
Shot the club up.
And then it was crazy because after I got pregnant, my son dad went and did like 15 years in prison. So he didn't meet his dad until his birthday, which is January 1st. And he was 16 when he met his dad.
His birthday January 1st. That's my daughter's birthday.
How was that?
It was all right, but my son,
He was
my son was
already.
just like, he's like, all right, it's cool to meet you, but nigga, where you been? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you been to prison, but do you know what I'm saying? My mama told me you got the bowls. Like, let me get 2 or 3 of them. Like,
Right
bad.
there.
Like,
Yeah, right
That
there.
nigga went straight to a Tubi movie.
I'm talking about straight there. So
like, he broke it down to him. Like, shit,
Yeah.
this
you got some money? Like,
This might sound like a crazy question, right? But I gotta ask. What you recommend him for as kids banging now versus or kids trying to bang?
let it go.
Yes.
Let it go.
I have little young men come to me all the time, be like, put me under you, or
Yeah.
no. I don't pick up nobody from my city.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I probably won't pick up nobody from North Carolina. You know what I'm
For
saying?
that reason alone, or just
because I experienced that roundup.
Yeah.
When they picked up the 83.
Yeah.
I experienced that. I was in the car with a person that they were looking for.
Yeah.
That was on that list.
Yeah.
She was a female. Crazy part about it, we was on our way to go see the biggest of the biggest.
Yeah.
We got caught at the airport.
So you didn't come home in North Carolina?
You
didn't come home in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In Alma, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Alabama.
5 niggas. They ain't
Yeah,
hold back.
yeah. Boy.
5 niggas.
Old school.
I
Ain't
still got the star.
none of that blessing. It wasn't none of that blessing.
Yeah.
Nigga, I remember my nigga, I had just beat the shit out of a Mexican in the county jail.
Yeah.
And niggas, I had got to Pope and they took me, I had surgery and shit. So I had a cast on for 13 days. I had to be in the hole.
Yeah.
When I got out that motherfucker, 5 of them.
That shit
with
crazy.
the little bands on them, 5 of them out the gate. I don't give a fuck.
I got lucky. I
5 of them.
I got lucky. I caught the blessing.
What I meant by
you caught the blessing.
I caught the blessing.
But it ain't nothing wrong with the
blessing.
blessing.
Shouts out to Big Homie Holiday, First Lady Foxy.
You just gotta know.
Harvard Park Rim 6-1. Man, I still love y'all. Man, ain't no love lost.
To finish off what I was saying when I say let it go or don't do it, like I have young men that come to me all the time, and I tell them like this ain't what you want because it's not taught like it was when I came in. When I came in, it was 85, 95.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't too much structure.
It's structure only when it's something that
need to be
they not doing that they want to do.
Need to be done.
You know, but they're not gonna tell these young men go to school.
The right shit.
They're not gonna tell these young men.
Yeah, because I remember when we was trying to get motherfuckers to be lawyers, cops, goddamn, go to school,
get somebody on the inside.
Yeah, we need all of that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It was a couple of motherfuckers who was up under me, bro, and I couldn't believe the shit. The nigga said to me one day, he said, what's the reason to have, and I know it's from a movie, what's the reason to have soldiers if you're not going to use them? Yeah. I said, you a dumb nigga.
Yeah.
You are a dumb nigga for real.
Yeah.
You know what?
And if I can use you like that, I don't want you around me.
Right.
And these little motherfuckers be thinking they from Chicago for real.
Bro, and it's dumb because
you know how bad my son get dissed?
Still to this day.
Like they wake up. I had one little boy, you know, the day my son got killed, the next day it snowed. Snowed overnight. Next morning, snow was everywhere. That little motherfucker woke up and inboxed me on Instagram and said, damn, Miko made it snow. I had a little fat bitch. Ooh.
You good? Hood cast.
He went viral.
Say what the fuck you
want.
He
went viral. This fat motherfucker make 1 million pages on Facebook. This motherfucker inboxed me and told me he was gonna rape me and my girls. That nigga put pictures of my son on Facebook. Fuck Miko. His mama sold pussy to bury him. Nigga, I sold plates, food. You know I can cook. I sold food. I made $6,800 off food and donations from my city, and from my son. Homies, I would never leave them out. You know,
that's what's up.
His main ones anyway. I would never leave them out. You feel what I'm saying? Especially his bigger bro. Love him to death like a brother. Can't take nothing from him because when I was out homeless and fucked up, when I couldn't do for my son, he did. You know, so he always told my son to sit down. And like he pushed my son out there and be like, I mean, of course he gonna tell them not to goddamn do certain shit, but don't let nobody bitch you. Don't let nobody punch you.
Oh yeah, you
know
can't play
but
with
at the
nobody.
same time, nigga, don't go out here looking for it. And
that's
the type of bigger bro he had.
Right.
So I can't do nothing but respect him. You know what I'm saying?
He here still to this day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just seeing him
Much respect to you.
You know what I'm saying? Still
for sure, because it's a lot of shit that happen. Motherfuckers disappear or, you know, shit like that.
That's one thing I can say though. My son, he would have been, well, he turned 22 because I don't never say he would have been.
Yeah.
I don't never say I had,
Right.
I still say I got a son.
Right.
Because I got a son.
Right.
You know, so he influenced a lot of, you know, my son was the type, like he had the story with my son. They say it's robbery gone wrong. Now let's speak on this because it's funny because the nigga that shot my son, now remind you my son was shot 5 times. He had a defensive wound in his hand. They said come from him putting his hand up. So he turned himself in while my son's still on the ground. Tell them he killed my son out of self-defense. Didn't turn in no gun. Nothing.
What?
The police let him go an hour later. He ain't get locked up. He
no investigation or nothing.
No, he ain't had to prove it. But get what they did? They went and locked my son friend up.
For what?
For the murder of the white boy that got killed with my son. See, it was a double homicide.
What?
Oh, that shit sound wicked.
You ain't John Wick?
The one,
right.
listen,
John Wick.
John Wick.
One guy, the white guy and the black guy that killed my son was in the car together. Mm-hmm. My son and his friend was standing outside the car. My son had his phone out, about to do a cash out for the weed. My son, the beam was put on my son, put his hands up, he started shooting my son. My son's friend started shooting in the car. Mm-hmm. So the driver, which is the white boy, he got hit. So he died and my son died. Do y'all not know I seen my son's body before the police got there?
What?
When that boy
they don't give a fuck.
When that boy busted in the house and told me my son on the ground, I kept saying, "Where my son?" He kept saying, "I don't know." And I get it because he was only like 16 at the time. So he was frantic, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So when he pointed where he was at, I ran down there. I seen the first body, but it was the white boy, but I didn't know that. And
what, they pushed him out the car or something?
He fell out the car. He hit a pole. When he tried to pull off,
yeah.
And he started shooting, he hit a pole. So I guess he fell out the car. And I walked a little bit more, and I seen another body, but I didn't remember what my son had on. That was another body. And I just kept saying, so the police pulling up. She jumped out the car, "Ma'am, get back. You can't walk up on this person. I said, "I just want to make sure this is not my son." "Oh, that's not your son. What do your son look like?" And I'm describing all my son's facial tattoos. And she's like, "I can tell you now that's not your son." I was like, he got dreads. Like, do the person have dreads? "That's not your son. It's not your son." I go back to the house. I'm like, okay, well, maybe he ran somewhere. Let me go find my son. Like, I jump in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm that mama.
Yeah.
Let me go find my son. I jump in the car. Me and this dude running around. So my son's friend, I'm like, Peso, they saying it's not my son. Like, they saying it's not my son. And he said, "Mama, they lying." I tried to push him. I tried to get him to move. He wasn't moving. They lying, that's your son. And I called my sister. She was at work. I said, "Lisa, they say my son dead." "I don't know." Mm-hmm. My sister came, and my oldest daughter, went with my sister and 2 of my son's homeboys. And my sister asked my sister put her right beside my son, like through the yellow tape. She didn't give a damn. And she asked my daughter what my son had on. And my daughter told her, because he had on a shirt that say, in Glocks we trust. And when my daughter told him, she said, "Damn, that's him." And my sister had to be the one to come back.
Not
say,
the fucking police who already out there. But you know, I do want to say this, that they don't give a fuck, but at the same time, they had to clear the scene. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had to clear the scene. So they ain't want you frantic out that motherfucker out the gate.
Oh, no. When I went back up there, and when the detective called me back up there, they told my sister to come get me and bring me back to the scene. So when I get back to the scene, I look at the lady officer and I say, "You lied to me." I said, "I told you that was my son. You lied to me." She said, "I'm so sorry."
I know she apologized.
"I'm so
Stupid
sorry."
Ass motherfucker.
He had a toboggan on with his dreads tucked. So that's why she didn't know.
She shouldn't have never said it's not. She should have just moved you back. Mm-hmm. You don't know, so you shouldn't say that.
Not that this matter, because, you know, it ain't going to bring your son back. But have you ever ran into dude again?
No.
Not at all.
Heard. Nothing.
This motherfucker's a ghost. That's crazy.
That's fucked up, man.
Didn't do a day or time.
Cause
I spoke to an advocate, like he kind of like Al Sharpton or some shit like that, but he out in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I had spoke to him one time on the phone, and I can pursue it, but you know what? I think my son would be more like, "Mama, leave it alone."
Yeah.
Just out the strength of it's the
if
street.
you know
shit.
your son, just leave it at that.
I just feel like my son would be like, "Mom, keep it in the street."
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
With
Yeah,
that.
he got some hitters.
Like, you know what I'm saying? "Mama, keep it in the streets." You know what I'm saying?
He got some hitters.
So-
with that.
I don't know what I'd do if I was to run into him. He better hope I ain't got my shit. I mean, because whether my child is grown or not, I'm going to rock that orange suit. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'd do if I was him.
Well, me personally, I want to say, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because shit.
They're trying to give my son friend life. And he only 17.
It's a lot to deal with when you know how shit went.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? It's hard to keep on a straight path, especially when you got people still dissing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But what I do want to say,
You know why it don't bother me? I'm going to cut you off.
You good.
You know why the dissing don't bother me? Because me and my son was so cool. Like, he already put me here to, like, "Mama, like, something happened to me. Like, don't be out here goddamn getting mad at everybody because they diss me or they put me in their songs and shit." He was like, "Shit, I diss them niggas in my songs all the time. So don't be going crazy." And I don't let it bother me.
right?
Y'all keeping his name alive.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. It's good.
That's another way of
Y'all
looking at
keep
it.
Every stage of publicity is good.
I even
publicity.
get some
That's a fact.
little ops that'll say something like, they'll see me out and they'll be like, "Yeah, I done had a bang out with your son before, but we was cool though. Like, he was a good dude. It was his friends."
Right.
My son was big on loyalty.
Right. Tank.
My son was big on loyalty. If you fucking with one of his homies or one of his friends, he
It's
just like,
up there.
his friend all they gotta do is come and say, "Yo, this nigga just da-da-da-da-da-da." He ain't asking no questions. He's suiting up.
Yeah, let's go.
What you want to do?
But what I was saying though is, because Pop was killed by somebody who's out here. You know what I'm saying? And I used to say it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in all actuality, man, life got to roll on.
You
feel
crazy
what I'm
as hell.
saying?
If I run into that nigga, I'm
Life-
punching him.
no, listen. You could do that, but taking a life for a life ain't it.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't.
Roll out if you got to,
It ain't
but
because my son, and that's why I wish I would have knew I could have brought some music, because I could have airdropped a couple of my son's songs. But my son wrote a song 2 days before he died, and the song was dedicated to my sister's son. And my sister's son had got killed a year before him.
damn,
He was 16. Girl playing with a gun. Shot him in the stomach.
By mistake.
Playing with the gun.
It was his girl?
It was his girl playing with the gun.
That's crazy.
She was never charged. Get why she wasn't never charged? She was a white girl.
Oh Lord, Rebecca.
And she admitted it.
Rebecca.
She admitted that
Damn.
I
shit.
mean, true accident.
Yeah,
True
but
accident.
I feel like even though it be true accidents,
You gotta
It's still been
wear
some type of
something.
punishment.
You gotta wear
Yeah,
something.
man.
because you knew better than to be playing with a loaded gun.
Yeah, for sure.
they should have gave her 900 million hours of community service. Goddamn. They should have hit her with the Young Thug or something. Goddamn. For
So,
real.
like, is it anything you want to do within your city to help these young men?
Salisbury can't be saved.
You feel like that for real?
Salisbury can't be saved. You can't even go to the rec or the Miller Center and play basketball no more.
Shotsbury is a fool,
You know,
boy.
You can't even. You got people out there.
Well,
would
you like to help anybody else?
Who?
Just
If you could help anybody, one person, would you?
Yeah.
Especially with this gang shit.
Yeah, but
'cause
you
we
gotta
know where it
understand,
is
though.
with it.
You know, you gotta understand though. You can't help nobody that don't want to be helped.
That definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely.
I preach to them all the time. I tell them, even my son friends, I tell them.
Yeah, you got a lot of little kids that call
Like,
you mom.
I still break it down to them. I don't tell them like, even if they do like because of who I am. Sometimes they'll call me when they done some shit, or they'll call me when they thinking about doing some shit, and they'll ask me for my advice, and I'm gonna give them the negative or the positive. I'm a Virgo, so we think about what bad can happen and what can come out good. People like, why you always thinking negative? Because if I don't think about the negative part of the situation,
What I say, bro,
how am I
you ain't
prepare
nervous about
myself?
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
you ain't hearing.
How am I prepare myself?
I think with these kids, man, they be more intrigued not with what you feeding them, but just intrigued with the lifestyle.
What's going on?
Yeah, you
Period.
know, that's all. Like that's all they see.
And logically, the way the word is right now, that's all you can do for real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I look at Facebook, TikTok, all influence.
All influence.
All of it influence. And it's easy influence. Look how motherfuckers be going to these food trucks and shit, and then we be like, oh shit, them
like
motherfuckers got them lobsters up there, here's your $20 plates, and fly straight to that shit. So influence is a motherfucker on each side.
That's the only way we could get through to them, I think. It's gonna have to
we gonna figure it out. Cause we tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they dying young. They died very young in Salisbury. Very young.
And we want to challenge all the big homies and all the inspirers, man.
Come on, man, step up.
Step up, man.
Step up,
like live your life the way you want to.
It's easy.
Live your life the way you want to, but don't promote these young men to become their mother's heartache.
Right. That shit touch a lot of people.
To the young men out here, don't put your mama in the position that my son put me in. Because I got to go visit my son at a grave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because he knew his life
back in the day. Like
I got to visit mine at a grave. You feel what I'm saying? And even when he was in prison, you miss your child when they in prison, because me and my son was like this.
Yeah.
My son was whose shoulder I cried on. Because he went through everything with me.
You. Yeah, that's first.
I got 20 years, 11 months.
That sound like to me.
Boy,
Raja.
I got 20 years, 11 months, 8 hours.
Yes, sir.
And 32 minutes. They pronounced my son dead at 8:32 a.m.
That's some shit you don't forget, boy.
Yeah,
them all the hours. And it's crazy because I wake up every morning now at the same time my son's friend busts in the door. Like, and that's no cap. I'm woke by 8:10 every morning. I'm up. My eyes are just open.
So
and every day, guess what I say? Damn, son.
You talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
On another note, how did your kids feel about you being doing time and shit?
Well, I ain't been in prison since 2012. So
For sure.
I've been doing gigs.
But when you did,
I've been doing gigs. You know what I'm saying? I like
talk your shit, son.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit.
I'm catching fishing tickets now.
Come on, man. A little light shit. Little traffic.
A little lottery, you know, a little litter.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing other crazy stuff no more, you know what I'm saying? But
they rock with it.
Would you say it was harder for
when I went to prison the first time, my kids were young. So like my son was 2 the first time I went to prison.
Okay.
I came home when he was like 3. So it's like, then when I went back to prison again, I stayed a little longer. So my son was maybe like 5 then. Then my daughter, my son was probably like 6, because they like 7 years apart, 6 or 7. One of them. But I went to prison, she was only 2 months. But my son was 6, 7 years old.
So he probably remembers.
So when I got out, my daughter was getting ready to turn 2.
Right.
So she was so used to my mama, and when I pulled up, it was like, I don't know this bitch.
Right.
Like, you know,
because when we was running the streets, you just had your son,
mm-hmm.
and he was a good. I'm talking about. He stuck to you like a motherfucker, but he was a mama boy. He was a good little dude.
He was a mama boy and loved to go out there in their yard.
One of them, they get his ass whooping shit. So I feel you when you say they brought it out of.
They did.
They woke him up.
Yeah,
they did.
Both of them.
I used to cuss his. Listen, he used to be in jail, like, Mama, can you cash out me $40? I'm like, well, Shamari, I just sent you $150. Like, what you got going on? That nigga was in prison getting tattoos every day. My baby came home from prison. This nigga put the Frankenstein lines right here. He got a broken heart right here. He had a teardrop right here.
He
We all
went
know what that
crazy,
means.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Then he had a tattoo on his arm, Cemetery Street, Park Avenue, Franklin Street. You know, we east side.
Listen.
We east side.
Don't forget. Don't forget I used to get them fucking
That's my
on
shit.
them. I know
Yeah.
Fat Cat, Shine Cole.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to y'all niggas, Boom and George, them niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, anything else you want to get off your chest before we let this thing go?
Yeah, cause my kids go cuss your ass out. They try to go eat seafood.
No, respect the kids, man. They
Yeah.
Yeah, we about 44.
Yeah. Respect the kids. So, you know, we appreciate you coming. This was a good ass motherfucking session.
Yeah,
man.
matter of fact,
it's just like, you know.
Matter of fact, we want to have you back on.
Yeah, can we do that?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can chill,
you can just chill.
Yeah. Now that I ain't nervous no more.
You weren't nervous from the beginning.
Nah,
you went
you
goddamn crazy, man. You did good, man.
Yeah,
and I'm glad sometimes, even though it took this, but I've never had a chance.
You got to get it off you.
Get it off my
get it
chest.
Off. And
you
shouts
know,
out to you, man. Shouts out
I
to you.
I live with so much, you know, regret. You know, maybe I used to blame myself all the time. Like, damn, I shouldn't have went to sleep.
Can't do that.
I should have stayed up.
Don't do that.
Respectfully,
because I had this way of making him not do something to where I didn't give a fuck if he got mad.
Yeah.
One time he was on. Like, listen, when he got out on the $25,000 bond, they made me pay $400 through the bondsman to put him on an ankle monitor while he was on bond, and I had to pay $350 a month for him to stay on that monitor. But he ain't had no curfew
while he was going to court though.
Yeah, while he was on court.
Yeah.
He ain't had no curfew though.
Right.
And he was just still doing shit, calling himself Mr. Bump Down on the band. And he don't
Mr.
Bump Down on the band.
I'm putting that shit on there.
His little group of friends was called STK.
STK?
What's that?
Yeah, shoot to kill.
Damn.
STK don't play with your motherfucking
STK.
ass. You hear me? Shoot the motherfucker.
1037. I don't even know how they came up with 1037, but
that's the time somebody got hit.
That was they though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Now we go through that.
1037. AM and PM.
But yeah, he used to call himself, but he had the damn Google. This nigga, what damn looking for him? What the fuck this nigga is? This nigga done Google and done wrapped his whole fucking ankle with aluminum foil.
Yeah. Plastic.
And I was like, why the fuck did you do that? He said
plastic first.
He said he did that because when you wrap it around, it'll leave your signal where you left it. So it always made it look like he was at home.
Yeah.
But he'd be out sliding.
Motherfucker was a smart Google's up.
Motherfucker.
Well,
listen, because even though he was what he was, he still was an AB honor roll student.
Right.
Like he was still good in school.
Right.
Smart. You know what I'm saying? But he just turned into a little gangster. So, you know, long live Miko. Always. That was his nickname, Miko. Long live Miko. Long live Scrap.
Say his real name, though.
Your son. Long live Shamarion.
Yes.
Shamarion.
Yes.
LLM. Long live Miko.
Man, we appreciate you coming, man. It's been another motherfucking episode of goddamn Hoodcast, man. It's your boy Shindig.
And it's your boy motherfucking Big Luck, man. LadyRaw, we love you. Appreciate you sliding through, baby. Peace.
Peace.
If he couldn't, never gave a damn. I ain't never gave no fuck, no. Fell out with them hoes, we ain't never make it no fuck. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house.
That's how I write my D.
Hey,
let him cook.
We don't come to fry shit. Hey, let him cook.